Napoleon 000. Well, let's try knight f3. d5. Oh, so I can play c4, the Reti gambit. And he just defends the pawn. Okay, I can leave it there for a move or two. If he takes, I can check and pick it up, or play knight a3 sometimes. Right, not now. I guess that ruled out when he played e6. That ruled out knight a3, because then his bishop can just chop it off. But I still have the check idea, so going to leave it there for another move. You know, the bishop is kind of asking for the move d5 there, isn't it? Okay, so now he's blocked the check, so let's take that pawn. And I can play d5 here. Isn't that... it looks kind of interesting. I mean, it opens up this diagonal for the bishop and does it with tempo. It blocks in the light-squared bishop, perhaps, by blocking the d-pawn, but he could probably maintain that pawn there for a while anyway. Just drops back. He could have delivered the check. I was thinking I would block with the knight. Okay, let's castle. So I think his dark squared bishop here is on the wrong side of the board now. Let's just develop my pieces. Let's get the knight here and then maybe the bishop to some good square. Okay, he's defending his d-pawn. My d-pawn is still defended. He could hop his knight here into b4. I could prevent that with a3. Maybe it's an idea here to go knight a4 to knight a4 to c5. The idea is that, well, this is his good bishop. It is looking at a pawn, even though it seems to be out of play a little bit for the moment. I could just start pushing these pawns over here and try and get something like a minority attack. I don't know, I kind of like this knight a4 idea. I mean, I can grab the bishop here at least. And the bishop he's left with is the one that's defending his center pawn, but it's not a very active piece. Well, I didn't think about that move. So maybe I should have prepared it with a3. So now he can play b5 and kick my knight. And my knight can go here. And I can play b4 to support the knight on that square. So it's very solidly positioned there. And maybe just leave it there for a while and you know, I have the option of taking off this knight at a later time. I can play a5 to try and undermine b4. I can play rook b1. Okay, time to get the bishop out. Let's see, if I play bishop to g5 and he kicks it, do I want to take? Or I could go bishop f4 to followed by knight to bishop f4 and knight e5. Looks interesting too. So he just took. Okay, I guess his bishop was never going to get anything going. Which way to take back? Really, I wish I had had time to get rook c1 in so I could take with the rook. So if I take with the d-pawn, it keeps my pawns together, but it gives him an extra center pawn. Well, I have an E pawn. Here's a D pawn. And if I took the other way, he would have an outside passed pawn for the endgame. I'm thinking I can maybe restrain his D pawn with knight to D4. Can he push right away? Maybe he can push right away. And it's a little bit awkward here. I can't play E6; it'll trap my bishop. So let's reposition the bishop along the B2 to H8 diagonal. Okay, so now he's going for undermining the B pawn. And he hops in there. Okay, so bishop to this looks like he might win a pawn here, but I have queen to D4 with the tempo after he takes with the knight. So I've sort of indirectly protected the B pawn that way. I'm not entirely sure that works. Can he stop the mate threat with the tempo? Well, we'll find out. So this was my idea: queen to D4, threatens mate, hits the knight. He can block it with the knight or the pawn. I don't think he can block with the queen because I'll take the knight and then my bishop will be hitting his queen. Okay, he just resigned. Well, that was kind of a quick game, but well, let's upload that and take a look at the what was going on in the postmortem. It seemed like I was almost in a little bit of trouble here, so I'm kind of curious about that opening, the way I played it. So I will see you guys later. Bye.